Alright, I'm back, and to do another review of my Desert Eagle, as always, unloaded, visually and physically. I've shot about 100 and, I'd say 107 rounds, because the clips are 7-round clips. This last time I was out at the range, I counted 107, and yeah, it kicks, but it doesn't kick unmanageably. At least not to me, it doesn't. But then again, I've said before that I'm a bigger person, 6 foot. I did have a couple of people at the range shoot it a couple times though, and they were fairly small. I'm not gonna say small, but the gun weighs let me check. 4 pounds, 6.2 ounces. And that's from Magnum Research's website. It has ambidextrous safety. It is pretty stiff though, so it'll take you a little bit of thumb strength to get it to release on the gun. Fixed sights, front and rear. It has a I'm not sure what kind of rail they call this. It's not a Picatinny rail because it doesn't have the several slashes, but it does have an integrated sight rail if you wanted to put a scope or something on here. This is the 6-inch barrel version in 50 AE, of course. Got to be a 50. There's the round forward hollow pointed 300 grain Hornadays. I have some 325 grain spears that are my personal defense, but for plinking I just use the smaller ones. They're cheaper. Those to go to the range with. It is a pretty good size grip on the gun. It's not for small. I don't have great big hands for a guy, but I have big enough hands that I can actually hold this and grip this pretty easily. When the safety's engaged, it actually disconnects the sear from the firing pin, so there's no way, even with the hammer back, so say if you accidentally drop this on the ground and it engages the hammer, this gun will not fire with that safety engaged, because there's no way for that. The sear is actually not connected to the firing pin whatsoever, so it will not fire. In addition to when you have this, the slide is forward on this, with the rotated bolt, the bolt assembly, once it's engaged into the barrel, it's actually sealed. Sorry about that, I hit the camera. It's actually sealed into the barrel. So according to the some of the forums and things that I've read on this, that you are guaranteed first shot firing on this, because it's sealed. Now I can take this and bury it in the sand, and it should fire on the. I'm at least guaranteed the first shot will go off on this. The gun, when you buy the gun, it comes with a hard case, which I don't have handy. I can get that real quick. Hang on. Let's see. Hard case. It's a little dusty because I don't use it, because I carry this gun, but you actually get the hard case with it. It will come with your owner's manual. Tells you how to field strip and whatnot. This is your tool to use to clean out the gas chamber. There's a little opening. You can't see it unless you take the gun apart. There is a hole underneath the barrel. That's where your piston goes. This is a gas operated gun, and this is to clean out that hole in the front of the barrel there. You just stick that in, twist it around because it has grooves on it. That cleans it out, breaks up any gunk or dirt you have in there. And then this is so you can take helps you disassemble your magazines if you ever need to clean those. And these magazines are stout. I've dropped them on concrete. I've thrown them in the mud, and I have had no malfunctions whatsoever with the magazines, even though I treat them like crap. I figure, hey, if I'm spending a bunch of money on a gun, I want it to function. The gun itself, though, when you buy it, only comes with one magazine. I purchased this separate from the original. Sorry if that's not in frame. I looked on their website, Magnum Research's website. Excuse me. The prices on these range from, for this model, ranges from, I want to say, let's see, this model right here, retail on their website is $1,563. I did not pay that. I'm not going to say how much I actually paid for it, but it wasn't that much. It was a little bit less. That's their price on their website. You can get it cheaper from your gun retailer, I'm sure. They'll hook you up with a better deal than what the retailer is. That's par for the course with any firearm. It is a rather large gun. Like I said, this is a 6-inch barrel version. You can also purchase this in .44 Magnum or .357 Magnum. But the way I look at it is, I've got this one now, it's in .50 AE. Now all I would need to do is go to Magnum Research's website, and I can interchange this barrel with a .44 Magnum barrel, put the .44 mag clip in here, and now I've got a .44 Magnum Desert Eagle. Or I can buy the .357 Magnum barrel, which comes with a different bolt assembly. You just pop this out, put the .357 bolt in there, and the .357 Magnum clip, and then I have a .357 Magnum Desert Eagle. But you can also buy kits that they actually sell the gun, the .50 AE barrel, the clip for the .50 AE, the .44 mag barrel, and everything you need for all three calibers in a hard case. But they're very pricey. Those are almost $5,000 for that whole thing. But you figure you're getting pretty much 3 guns in one if you buy the kit. I can't afford that. But I'm probably never going to go to a .44 Magnum or a .357 either. If I want a .357, I'll go buy a Smithy revolver and .357 Magnum. Something that I can fire 38s out of also, so I can go out to the range. It's a pretty heavy, like I said, it's a pretty heavy gun. It's over 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds. I've carried it under coats and whatnot, because in the wintertime it gets cold here, so I'll carry something like this underneath my jacket. But if you're going to carry, and I wouldn't recommend it for an everyday carry, which I have done. I've carried it every day for a while, just so I can get used to the weight of it. If you're going to carry, I recommend, this is what I'm carrying today. I'll do a review on this later. This is my little Warthog from Para Ordnance, 45 auto. 10-round clip in it, which it is loaded. I know this because I'm carrying the thing. Oh, is it a weird angle? Couldn't get it in. Alright, put this back in. Alright, now back to the Desert Eagle. I wanted something. I got the black version because I didn't want to look all shiny and pretty with the tiger stripe gold titanium color, which this thing comes in a bunch of different colors. Or I didn't want the bright chrome shiny color. I wanted the tactical version of this. I want to be able to pull this out and not advertise, hey, I got my gun out at nighttime. So I didn't want to, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with those. I mean, if you have one of them, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just my opinion on this weapon. I wanted the tactical version of it. And to me, the tiger striped eagle that's bright and shiny, yeah, it's cool looking and it's pretty, but it's not real. This really isn't a practical weapon. But I didn't want something that I'm gonna pull out and be all shiny so the guy can see me. I just want to shoot him and get it over with. That's why I don't care for the 9mm. But that's just me. I mean, I want something I can shoot you once and walk away from you. I don't want to have to go up and ask if you're okay while I'm reloading after I empty a whole clip on you on 9mm. That's why I carry 45s, or I carry these. Other than that, it's a pretty good gun. I've never had it jammed. I know some guys have had issues with it as far as jamming. I'm going to have to do a part 2 on this, I think. So we'll cut off for now and I'll come back.